Alright guys, so I'm going to be testing a bunch of different stuff in this video. So we got the X-Night 5, and you've seen the video on this one already, but I flew that on the standard recommended setup on the 6S LiPo, the 556S from BetaFPV. This time I'm going to be flying it on the 854S, and with these low kV motors, I think they're 1550 kV. You're going to get less performance, of course, but you're going to get more flight time. And I'm going to also test out the M02 video transmitter here with the stock BetaFPV antenna. It's like some sort of circular polarized PCB antenna, probably similar to a Pagoda. Maximum power, 350 milliwatts. And I have the Crossfire receiver antenna on here. So I'll be flying with Crossfire on my T12 Pro, and the reception you're going to see here is going to be with the Sky 030 goggles, these Relay CC mini Pagoda antenna, triple patch antenna, and this Foxier Pagoda antenna here. Not my normal setup, and of course, you know, most people would probably test every video transmitter with rapid fire to make it look as good as possible, so you guys will buy it, but not here. I'm just going to test it with my normal setup, and you should be aware of that this location is got bad Wi-Fi interference. This is an office park here, and they have like a lot of 5.8 gigahertz interference. I'm going to be flying out in that direction over there, so this building here might get in the way a little bit, so not really sure how far I'm going to be able to get. I am going to be on 250 milliwatts on the Crossfire module. It's a micro module on this one. So let's see how it does. You guys get an idea of what sort of this is kind of like a real world test. Not the best equipment, you know, not the best power, but just want to see what this battery is like, and also the video reception, and see what the performance is like on 4S. So let's see how this does. Okay, it's super quiet. Running it on 4S. Alright, let's see. Oh, I can already tell I'm not even that far, and this is normal for this area. There's a lot of 5.0 gigahertz Wi-Fi here. I'm already getting breakup. I'm not even that far away. Let's go down a little further here. Let's see. So, not super impressed with the video performance. It's like a stubby little antenna, not in a great spot. They don't put their antennas in a good position. So right here, let's see, the antenna's kind of pointing at me, and the null spot's pointing at me too. But then I turn this way, the video is a little bit better. But then when I turn towards me, the quads, the camera canopy is blocking the signal, so not that great. But no problems with control. Yeah, well, I think I'm in a good spot for the video. I'm going to turn back towards me here. I'm trying to stay above the ground because it kind of dips down over here, so if I get too low, it'll probably fail safe. And you see the RSSI low warning pops up here occasionally. Alright, let's go down a little further. So if you're flying this on 4S, you're going to have a really super long flight time. I'm not going to be flying the full 850 on this test here. Alright, so I think once I've kind of cleared this little area here where I am, the Wi-Fi is better, or the Wi-Fi signal, the interference over there is not as much, so I'm getting a cleaner signal further away than I am closer to me. It's interesting. But keep in mind, this is tuned for 6S, not 4S, so yeah. Ooh, it's getting windy. You guys will probably remember I flew this area over here previously, but they closed that parking lot right there that I'm looking at right here. Might be open again. I have to go check. Alright, let's come back. Yeah, I mean, signal's totally fine. The RSSI is low because well, actually, I'm not really exactly sure why it's low. Maybe there's a lot of interference, but I don't feel any latency in the signal. But this is not really a Crossfire test anyway. You can see as I turn towards me, the video is pretty bad, but then I kind of go where the antenna is a little bit better positioned. It's definitely better. So you can go 350 milliwatts and go pretty far. That's at least a kilometer. I think I'm kind of floating around over there. Let's go back a little bit. And yeah, it's funny. Like I get closer, and yeah, I'm kind of pointing at myself here, but there's like a spot right there where like the video is not good. And then this is kind of behind me here, so kind of relying on the pagoda antenna here, and not super great either. But so about 4.5 minutes, 15.3 volts on a 4S. I can go all the way down to like 13.8, 14 volts, no problem. And that RSSI warning pops up, and the RSSI pops up to like 20. It does that really briefly. But because it's so light, if you want to do this on get these motors, these low kV motors, and fly on 4S, you just like to cruise around without having to change the battery very much, I imagine close to 10 minutes is going to be doable on this. So obviously you're going to want to retune this. It's a little loose for this tune here, because it's meant for 6S. So if you're going to be flying this setup on 4S, probably going to want to retune it just to bring up the P's and the D's a little bit. You can see it doesn't fly bad even on 4S on this tune. Doesn't have a lot of power. Let me just see here with the full throttle here. I mean, it's not a slouch, but you can kind of see it's struggling. Definitely meant for 6S. Yeah, 15.2 volts. Oh, I need to have less camera angles. It's flying too fast. 10 minutes, I think certainly doable on this setup. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think of this new stuff I've tested in the comments.